Hey friends, it's Laura at Aquamarine18. Welcome to my channel. Here for another day of 31 Days of Tarot, hosted by Ethany. And today is day 14. And the prompt for day 14, I've got the notes written down here, is to share any tarot art, home decor, tattoos, etc. That you want to share or that you want, or if there's any that you want. That's a fun one, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what other folks share for this day. So I do have some things to share, of course. So in terms of tarot art, I will show first maybe my favorite one-of-a-kind piece of tarot art that I have is a drawing of me and my cat, Daryl, that my dear friend Amy did of me for my birthday. And she drew it as a tarot card. There's me, and that's the card of the Laura and holding cards, and with my cat and his red name tag. So very grateful to my friend Amy for this this art. I love this one, and it goes in my bedroom, and I keep it there. I also have, in terms of tarot art, this is probably one maybe others will share too. I always get every year the Llewellyn 2020. Well, not every year, I don't get the 2020. Every year I get the appropriate year calendar. This year happens to be the 2020. I get the Llewellyn tarot calendar. I like some of their other calendars too, but I've always gotten the tarot one. And this definitely counts as tarot art, since it has all, a different card for each month of the year there. It means there's always a tarot picture up, and I keep this one in my home office. So I write my kind of work commitments there and things like that. It's not really one that I use for like recording tarot readings and daily draws and things like that, just for a work calendar in my office. So that's definitely tarot art too. I also have, and I always keep these. Anytime I've had an indie deck or Kickstarter backed one or anything like that, if a deck comes with a postcard or a print of any kind, I always keep those, and so those are great art as well. So I grabbed two off of my shelf that I had upstairs in my room. I have a framed card from, this is going to be really reflective, a framed card from one of my favorite decks, the Marigold Tarot by Amrit Brar, Death card, and so I have that one, and then I thought the gold frame looked really good with the gold on that one. Then I also have the copper frame, the print that came with my Dust to Onyx tarot by Courtney Alexander, which is another of a favorite. And I love this. It's a postcard inside, I think. But I never send the postcards. I always save them and frame them. They make great art. Really beautiful. Now, in terms of tarot tattoos, this is in the want category. I definitely would like to have a tarot-inspired tattoo. But at this point, I'm not really interested so much in like small tattoos. So it's going to take some like work conceptualizing, and I am horrifyingly bad visual artist, so it's a thing that I would love to have, but I will need to do some real thinking about what like exactly I want the design to look like. I have some ideas floating around in my head, but maybe I'll save that to share for when it's actually done, and then if there's a 31 Days of Tarot a couple years from now and I've got it, I'll have something more interesting to share. I do have a tattoo that I can relate to tarot though, which I did not get thinking about it that way. So this is a card that will be familiar to some folks. This is the Seeker card which is an extra card in the Pagan Otherworlds Tarot by Usi. And this image with the figure coming to the edge of the world and reaching beyond, into the heavens beyond. This image is based on the Flammarion engraving, which is a wood engraving that is dates, I think from the book that it's in, dates from 1888. And the Flammarion engraving is really cool. And I have a tattoo of that on my back. I don't really have a good way to try to show that. Without, it's back there. I'm gonna see if all goes to plan. I'll get my partner to take a picture of my back, and I'll splice a picture in at the end of this video, so that it's more visible. But the Flammarion engraving, it comes from 1888, and it is a symbol of searching for, I guess, like knowledge or enlightenment or spiritual discovery, and it refers to a kind of belief, I guess, or like set of beliefs related that were once kind of held commonplace, that there was this kind of solid dome around the earth, right? And that some of the celestial bodies were beyond it, and some of them were kind of stuck to it, so that there was this kind of dome over the earth. And I'll just read a little bit off of, this is on Wikipedia actually, but in Flammarion's book, The Atmosphere, which is where this text, image appears, he explains the symbolism of the image, and he says, the Greek astronomers represented it as formed of a solid crystal substance, and so recently as Copernicus, a large number of astronomers thought that it was as solid as plate glass. The Latin poets placed the divinities of Olympus and the stately mythological court upon this vault above the planets and fixed stars. And then it goes on to say, a naive missionary of the Middle Ages even tells us that in one of his voyages, in search of the terrestrial paradise, he reached the horizon where the earth and the heavens met, and he discovered a certain point where they were not joined together, and where by stooping his shoulders, he passed under the roof of the heavens. So that is what this card is referring to, the Flammarion engraving, and that's what my tattoo is of. So I will splice that in so you can see it. That's the closest to a tarot-related tattoo that I have, but I will hope that will change in the future. I am a definite tattoo enthusiast, so it'll happen. Thank you for watching. Again, I look forward to seeing all of the art and decor and things related to tarot that other folks are going to share. And I will see you tomorrow for the next day of the 31 Days of Tarot 2020. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.